in the game.
Go Rams, hotty toddy. EA Sports, it's in the game.
A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Miami Hurricanes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Canes will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. On the move, it's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Gives it on the option. Oh, better look out. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Just going to keep it after the snap. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Mensa got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And you see these so much more in college football now. Decisions on 4th down. Listen, when it's 4th and short and you got a chance to establish yourself, especially physically at the line of scrimmage, field goals are great, but touchdowns win games. And so this first drive, man, assert yourself, be physical, get this 4th down.
Quarterback making adjustments. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Canes will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Reads it, fires complete. Makes a grab and room to run. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Throwing, say it. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The give to the back. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. He wants to change this route. Here's Mensa to throw. Release to the back. Pulls it in. It's Fletcher. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Delay to the back. It's Fletcher. Finding some room. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to pass on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Canes are marching down the field. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll get rid of it. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. And some room, maybe a crease. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Using his legs, it's Fletcher. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Luis. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires left side, it's Smith.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The corners are walked up tight. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And, man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He's good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
Smith with the grab over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Sayin from the gun on third down. Moving out to the right. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Sayin to throw for it on fourth. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Sayin back to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
DB's right up on the receivers. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Touchdown, Ohio State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a two-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Surely they're going to kick this thing away. Tied in the second quarter, they're lined up for an onside kick. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lyle. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing, Mensah. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Buckeye! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it out. It's Cotton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Mensah throws for the tight end. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Intercepted, and he's got a convoy with it. The 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense takes matters into its own hands. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, he understands the SEC is a line of scrimmage league. That's why he is really trying to prove that the ACC can battle with them in the trenches. He said this will be a huge matchup to test his team, and he'll have to be very good on the play calls. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Hurricanes ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Austin Mack throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. The inside handoff. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive. And
wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Austin Mack. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. There's some room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to me, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide ready to roll on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back. That's caught. It's Rodgers. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. And beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and
snags it, and he's open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Riley. Bulldozes his way through. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, wrap up. You have to wrap up.
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Coming out with it, it's Cotton. He gets a block. He's got it out. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Canes. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Mack. swings it out to his running back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Mack. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Makes the catch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Offense staying on the field there in hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Again, it's Mack. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running inside, it's Riley. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Buying some time. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Pulls in the deep ball. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, you gotta love when your offenses start to get to this point and they see coverages. They understand cover 2. Cornerback wants to sit in the flats. Safety in the middle of the field. Where's the hole? How can I exploit it? Nice job, receiver, running straight down the sidelines, and the timing of the ball right between the corner and the safety. That's really good execution by this offense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the wideout. He'll run it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. Alabama pushing the tempo. Austin Mack unleashes to the end zone. Finds his big tight end. He will be stopped just inches away after the catch and run.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan, because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Mensah to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Fletcher. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short. On the delay, it's Fletcher. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job game tackling as this game goes on.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. That's caught. It's Jacobs. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
With the draw, it's Fletcher. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got it set up on the outside. Could not make his way to the corner. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. Now well within striking distances. That 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Might be changing the route. Throwing, Mensah. A strike downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Fletcher. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Mensah. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll send out the kicker here from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The run inside. It's Riley. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They give it to him again. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could...
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! They take the lead here in the second half.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cotton. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Here's Mensah to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew.
Makes the grab in their space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Grab behind the line. It's Rodgers. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Nickelback on the field, looking pass as they try to keep this a 1-possession game in the 4th. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Mack to throw for it on 4th. Trying to barrel in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Finding open areas. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And the Hurricanes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go right back to the run. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. A give to Brown. Maybe some room here. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Fletcher. Breaks into the open. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
In the red area, it's Fletcher. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other side. Touchdown, Hurricane! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And just what the doctor ordered, you needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
And he puts through the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the lone running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And why would you not go back to him? I mean, he's caught everything thrown his way. He's been the focal point of this offense. They need a play late in the football game. They find him again. If I'm this defense, I got to make sure I'm doing everything I can to take him away.
Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Mack, under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Looking for space. It's Riley. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll go play action with Mack. Quarterback moving. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I'm curious if that shot right there to the end zone was the offense's way of being aggressive. And now they take the field goal, because a field goal ties this thing up. Big decision for this offense upcoming. Do I take the field goal, the guaranteed tie, or do I keep the gas pedal to the floor and be aggressive?
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And the defense gave up some yards late in the game, but when it mattered most, when the offense had a chance to go in here and take the lead late in this football game, they absolutely closed the door, get the INT, and get the ball back to their offense.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Miami's head coach told me before the game he understands the SEC is a line of scrimmage league. That's why he is really trying to prove that the ACC can battle with them in the trenches. He said this will be a huge matchup to test his team, and he'll have to be very good on the play calls. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Rebels headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cotton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the left. Turning on the Jets. All the way across the 50, into plus territory, and finally stopped at the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the... There's a crease. Still on his feet. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Throwing, Mensah. Grab behind the line. It's Fletcher. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
A big 3rd down coming in. Hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete. Touchdown, Miami! A great catch and run for 6. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Running inside. It's Lacy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling here out to the 35. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass.
Here's a little room there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Got a man. It's Alexander. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the 3rd down very manageable.
The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The run inside. It's Lacy. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick.
Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Rebels. All that baby in, and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the top. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Cotton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or hide. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Mensa. Under fire. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's open.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Here's Mensa to throw. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the 1st half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lacy. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The Rebels come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires on the move. Touchdown, Rebels. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point is good. Coming out with it, it's Lyle. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the left. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air on 1st down. The sure hands. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense putting points on the board.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing, Mensah. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. This offense has it with really good field position. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Steps away. Trying to escape and get it. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself the chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number one. He wasn't able to do that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Mensah. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Smashes through the tackle. Caught, and he's got room. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Canes. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running inside. It's Lacy. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On the ground, it's Lacy. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Canes will boot it away to start the second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the right. Makes a grab and room to run. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry up.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
The Rebels are flying down the field. The run inside. It's Lacy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Rebels. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Here's Mensah to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play.